We are live.
Yes.
We are live from NAB 2019 BSWTV in Las Vegas for this gigantic convention with many, many people walking around.
It's huge.
It is. I mean, yeah. What is it, over 100,000 people here?
It's insane. I mean, I come here for some other shows, but you know it's big when the cab drivers go, hey, are you here for NAB?
Yeah, they
know.
all know what you're here for.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's nuts. Not you, but...
well, a little bit.
And that's a good thing.
Just the good kind of crazy.
Michael Dussault, marketing manager for a legendary company, Electrovoice. We're talking into a legendary microphone right now.
I love this mic so much.
This is the 50th year that this thing has been
Yeah, can you imagine that? 50 years. Yeah, it's funny because we have some varying documentation, so we can't find anyone to nail it down specifically. We've got some stuff that says it originally launched in 1968, but all of that says launched, which we think meant kind of introduced, and then we didn't actually start shipping, I think, until 1969. So in either case, we're calling this the 50th anniversary.
Why not? Who's going to know?
50, 51, it's all good. But
do you guys have, there are a few companies that make various products that have popped by here that they have a museum of all their old stuff.
Yeah.
You guys have a...
Absolutely. We've got relics all over our building.
Neat.
Not just microphones, and obviously the RE20 is probably our most legendary one, but Electrovoice just celebrated its 90th anniversary.
So you know what happened in that would be 1927?
Yeah. Yep.
You think I have a sharp brain? No, I looked this up because I saw that and I couldn't believe it.
That's
right.
Was
that when CBS became a thing.
Yeah, they started, Luke Kahn and Al Burrows, the founders of Electrovoice, they started just repairing microphones out of some small repair shop in South Bend, Indiana. That's how they started, and man, the rest is history. It just grew and grew and grew.
Isn't it cool how something like that turns into this?
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing to think, and my only real regret is not having a chance to have met those guys and really hear how it all really began.
Well, with modern technology, that could happen.
Yeah, maybe we can bring it back to life somehow. It would be
and
amazing.
Here they are.
Yeah, that's great. That'd be great. I'd love it.
Now, you have a few microphones that people get confused, I guess, because they don't go to BSWUSA.com and look at the catalog or whatever.
Right.
But you have microphones that look similar to this, but they have different applications.
Yeah, so this is the RE20. This is the classic voice of God radio broadcast microphone. It was originally developed as exactly that in mind, and there's some technology in it that makes it so good. But as far as the voicing, there's three different microphones that we really consider studio broadcast mics. The RE20 was the first one. Then eventually we came out with the RE27, which has a neodymium capsule, so much hotter output. I think it's about 8 to 10 dB hotter output, and a brighter sound. Some additional filters.
Is that for dull radio announcers?
Yeah, I guess it depends. Actually, I'm finding more edgier guys are using that one.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, Ryan Seacrest uses the 27.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Mike and Morning on ESPN, you'll see those. They've got 27s. I think Imus, I don't even know if he's still on the air anymore.
But I'm sure he took the mic.
But he was using the 27.
Building.
Elvis Duran uses the 27.
Wow.
And the 20 is kind of that more classic Rush Limbaugh's on the 20.
Yeah. With the
gold plated.
Out. Yeah.
The gold plated.
I was going to ask, can I just digress for a second?
Absolutely.
When he did that with your microphone, is that something you guys did for him, or did he send it out somewhere, or do you know?
His team ultimately had it plated, but we had to deliver the shell that was unfinished.
Okay, I wondered about that.
Yeah, and same thing with Seacrest on the 27. Because that finish is nickel, they could plate that one directly, but because this one is painted, we had to deliver an unpainted shell, and then they
Ryan's looks bitchin', I think.
It is pretty rad, yeah. And it looks good in front of all his guests,
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And then there's the third.
The third is the RE320. We introduced that one as a more budget conscious effort between, to try to reach some newer users, but also wanted to find some balance in the tone. The RE20 has got that deep low end, the 27's got that edge to it, and the 320 is a really nice balance between the two, actually, and a really cool black finish, so it looks nice. So we found it everywhere. In fact, a good friend of mine, Rob Goldberg, who works as an integrator for Radio stations all over the country. His company is Radio DNA. He just did an integration at WTOP in DC, which I think
legendary
is
station.
the biggest grossing station, and they put in over 100 microphones. I forget what the exact number was, but there'll be a story coming out on that on Radio World. But it's just amazing. It's cool just walking at all these content creators. So I think the main mics are 27s in that station, and then for all the content creators, they've got hundreds and hundreds of stations, and those are all on the 320. So there's I like to say there's no right answer. They say which one's the best. Price point can define that for some people, but for me, it's all about what tone do you like? There's no right answer to what flavor ice cream do you like. How do you like your voice to sound? And for me, it's still the 20, but others have different opinions.
Well, I'm sure that some broadcasters who are watching this right now have engineers that are cool enough to give the jocks a choice,
Right, yeah.
And we had a couple of those engineers, and that was awesome.
Well, see, and I struggled sometimes with, how do we sell even more microphones? And to me, it's even become a matter of hygiene. Like, why can't each guy kind of bring in his own microphone?
Yeah, we did it with headphones.
Right, let's do that and just have a couple of different presets, and you're on this one and you're on that one, and let the jocks roll. Right?
Yeah, like when people used to get sick, and it happens a lot.
Right.
And they're...
Well, I spoke to some lady that came by her booth.
It's a petri dish.
Yeah, I spoke to some lady. She's like, no, we just spray it with Lysol. I'm like, I don't think that's how you should do that.
We put them in the dishwasher.
Yeah, that's not good. Not good at all. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Now, I don't know much about this, but the ZLX family of products, you guys do speakers.
Yeah, actually, speakers is, we've had so much success in loudspeakers lately that our microphones kind of get forgotten about. And I'm like, no, let's keep the conversation going here.
Kind of forget
but
that.
ZLX is just amazing powered speakers. They've been out for about 7 years now. They shot straight to #1. As soon as we introduced it. It's the #1 selling powered loudspeaker in the world. And
so what applications for the most part?
Really anything. Anywhere you need to make some portable noise. We're really big in the DJ market. Radio stations certainly use them for remotes. We've seen that live sound, musicians, fitness studios, you name it. You can actually install them too, so we've even seen them used as monitors, and you can do anything with it. They're incredible speakers, but we've got a whole family. ZLX is just the entry point, but it goes all the way. We've got just tons of offerings there, but they're all just amazingly voiced.
Okay. And then I also haven't checked on this, but the Evolve 50 column line array powered PA?
Yeah, that was my baby, I'm proud to say. We're really proud of that one. That came out just about a year and a half ago, and it is sleek, it is sexy, it sounds amazing. The functionality is just stunning on it. The assembly of it, there's no cables between the sub and the top. It all just comes together. It's just, you got to just go look at it.
Is it at the booth here?
We didn't bring it here.
Damn you!
I know, but I'll send you one if you don't have one.
Okay.
Yeah, well, you got to see it.
Could you send me a few of these?
It sounds so good. We can, anything for you, Vic. Anything for you.
Well, yeah, you don't have to. You do, but you don't have to sell your products because it's just one of those names. It's like we were saying, OC White. And we all used an OC White thing.
Yeah, it's a fantastic
Crown amplifiers over there. We all saw those down below.
They all come
and
together.
Then these.
There's some legends, man, and this is one of them. And I'm so proud to represent this brand, and especially when you've got an iconic microphone like this. My biggest struggle is trying to bring that to the next generation. When this mic came out 50 years ago. Podcasting wasn't a thing, Right. The radio was, so it was developed as that.
We had podcasting back then.
Right now, so it was developed as a radio broadcast, but then the mic suddenly evolved into live sound as well. John Bonham was miking his drums with this thing.
Oh yeah.
Stevie Wonder recorded songs in the key of life with an RE20. You Google
chills,
Stevie
man.
Wonder, and the first picture that comes up in Google is him with an RE20. It's just an amazing image. This is an iconic piece of gear that really everybody needs to have.
So you kids out there.
Yeah. This is legit.
It really it is.
It's the big boy toy. And honestly, we were joking earlier, buy once, cry once.
Yeah.
And that's
I've
true.
never heard that before.
Spend the money on the microphone, get that going, and then, worry about that because it all starts here, with good transducers, a good microphone it doesn't get any better no matter what you do after this.
Yeah.
So you start with a good mic and go beyond that.
Yeah.
So.
That makes good sense.
Yeah. You can't make it better. It only gets worse.
Now, did I miss anything that you wanted to talk about? Products?
We are excited to talk about the fact that in celebration of the 50th anniversary, we are doing a $50 promotion. So they're $50 off, normally retailing for $449. We've reduced the cost to $399, so even more affordable. So
great.
We're running that promotion for a few months, and I think you guys are actually then also offering a bundle with a pop filter.
You get the shock mount,
like
the repop that BSW makes, which really looks cool on this microphone.
Yeah,
and it works too, because we were also talking before. A lot of jocks, I don't know why it is. You get closer and you get closer, and then all of a sudden it's pow.
Yeah,
there's no microphone can.
Well, sometimes, it's a matter of, I always learned when I was using this, when I was in radio, to just talk at a 45, right? But sometimes you want to address it head on, right? It kind of depends on what comes natural to you. So a pop filter can be very, although it does have an internal pop filter, that additional one is important. But, maybe the other thing I would like to mention about why these microphones are so great, and this happens in the 20, the 27, and the 320, all have what we call variable D technology. And basically what that is a way is of reducing proximity effect. Why these mics are so great is whether I'm right up on it or off a little bit, the tonality of my voice doesn't really change. It doesn't get really boomy. Obviously the level will change, but for creating that theater of mind when you're broadcasting and someone may not see you, but you're trying to express what you're trying to get across in words, right? Being able to keep that tone as you're moving around or looking at papers or checking the time or whatever it is you're doing, right?
It sounds cool.
It just stays exactly where it's supposed to be.
Well, this is our tool,
Exactly. So it's the right tool for the right job, and it was built right the first time, and still handmade by some dude in Lincoln, Nebraska.
No kidding.
Just going to town on him.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
man?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Handmade, Lincoln, Nebraska. He's down there winding the diaphragms and doing his thing. Yeah. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, we protect that guy very very well.
Who is that
Make sure
guy?
he's well taken care of. Yeah.
Very cool.
So
Michael Dussault, marketing manager for a legendary company with a legendary product, Electrovoice. Thank you so much. Really nice to meet you in person.
It was nice meeting you. I really appreciate you having us, and go buy some more EV from BSW, please.
Yes, BSWUSA.com. Look for EV products. And thanks for joining us. We'll be back in about a half an hour and another live product demonstration. I'm Mike West, NAB 2019.
Some fun. Then that sidewalk snake called Georgia introduced him to a gun, singing Georgia, wash your hands in the water.